Hey everybody, Coach Alex D here, co-founder of 8-Figure Dream Lifestyle. I want to share a video with you today about the purpose of the video is about the 3 things that you probably want to know about in order to make money online, okay? And bear in mind, my background was not online. I basically started online about 2 years ago, and we're averaging somewhere between 200 to 300,000 a month now online, which is pretty insane. So I just want to share with you a couple things, because the hardest part probably about doing something online is making that first 10,000. It's like, how do you make your first 10,000 online? And that's kind of where I was at too when I first started. So I'm going to just share with you guys the 3 things that helped me the most. If you guys see value in this, like it, share it with your friends, so that way hopefully they can see the value and be able to take advantage of maybe some of the tips and strategies I'm about to share with you guys. So number 1 is, and this is probably the biggest one, is you just got to be open to learning. And I know that sounds very simple, but a lot of us have so many problems with this, including myself. One of the best things that a mentor once told me, says, check your ego and check your bank account and see which one is bigger. And normally the bigger your ego, the less bank account. What I've always noticed about people who are successful online, they share, they collaborate, and so they do extremely well because they're always very open to learning. They realize, like even for myself, I realize I don't have all the answers. I have no problems with telling people that, and I was not the most tech savvy person when I started, but I knew that there's other people out there that were, and if they were having success, then I could have the same kind of success. So what I decided to do was basically, be very open to learning. And then this leads to step 2. So what I did next was, shorten the learning curve. And I started basically reaching out to people that had success online to basically shorten my learning curve so I can be able to get up to where they were at. Because there's now people that are able to get up and going and make 6 figures in 1 month, right? So it's pretty insane what's possible out there as of today. And so because they've done it, they've already have the strategies and techniques, I just reached out to them. So a great way of doing it, if you guys have anyone online that does well, reach out to them, email them, and just say hey, I'd like to buy you lunch. I like to basically, pick your brain. I've been following your stuff. I think you're awesome. And, I just like to, know a little bit more about what you're doing. You'd be amazed that if you help to build their ego, how interested they'll be in helping you. And even if you could just, say cool things about them, follow them on Facebook, follow them and say, hey man, that's awesome. I saw that you did this. Congrats. Just send a lot of, praise their way. And because then they're like, oh, this guy's cool. He supports me. Let me see what I can do for him. It's just the natural laws of reciprocation. I did that with a lot of mentors. And I learned a lot in a very quick period of time, which allowed me to shorten my learning curve. So I basically went from 0 to doing 7 figures in 1 year. And so it was pretty insane. So that's the second one. And then the third part is basically once you've gotten, you're open to learning, you reach out to them. The third part is basically just do 1 action item a day. And again, this sounds very simple, but the idea is that you got to get in the habit of being able to do something new. And when it comes to online, everything is new, right? You have all these awesome tools that super automate the process, but there's autoresponders and there's text and there's dialers. There's all kinds of ways where basically online you can massively market, which saves you a lot of time and gets your message, gets your exposure out there. And you're able to do it, but the key is you have to learn something new. So when I started, I totally sucked online, guys. I have no problem with telling you that. I basically picked the brains of the experts, and then I took what they did. It was massive, and it was tons of stuff that they told me. But I just decided I was going to just do one thing at a time. So in 1 week, my project was I'm going to go learn about the emails and autoresponders and how that works. So I learned everything I could about that. Every day I set aside about 20 minutes to 30 minutes aside, and I just focused on that. It doesn't have to be a lot of time, especially if you guys are working full-time, trying to go part-time to do this. It doesn't have to be a lot of time. It just has to be consistent action. So I did that, and then within a span of a month, I learned how to send emails. I'm like, cool, I got that down. So what's the next thing? YouTube was the next thing. So I went and learned everything I could about YouTube, and I still don't think I'm by far a master at it. But the good part is, I've made, about 400,000 from free traffic on YouTube. So I would say I haven't done bad. So overall, that just came with just basically implementing and learning something new. And again, 30 minutes a day, taking what the mentors tell you and implementing them, okay? And so when I did that, now it's span of 2 years later, Most of my business is automated. I have appointment setters now to follow up with the traffic that we do. And I live in beautiful, as you guys can see here, Laguna Beach. It's kind of like this every single day. And I'm not saying that to impress you. I'm just trying to say that if you guys want to live a lifestyle, it's as easy as starting out with small bites, right? So what are the top 3 things again? Just simply be open to learning something new every day. Check your ego at the door. 2, find mentors that have already done it to shorten your learning curve. And then once they give you that advice or the tips and strategies, just simply implement it 30 minutes a day. Learn something new every day. And that's a very big part of what's going to lead to your success. Okay, so hopefully this was valuable for you guys. If you guys want to learn more, you guys can click on the link that's going to be up here or down here somewhere, and be able to learn more about exactly how we've been helping people get to $250,000 in the last year through a lot of what we've been doing online. Okay, God bless you guys. I love you. I hope you guys have an awesome day. We care about you, and have an awesome week. Make it a great week. We'll talk later. Bye-bye. Bye.